Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Carte. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Carte. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got a fun, as always, fun project. I am going to turn this sweet little heart box into a bow box. All right, I've made a bajillion bows, so now I have something I need to put them in so that I can give them away. So we're going to use the same. It's going to the doggo house, so I wanted to put dogs on there. And I've got this real pretty blue glitter tape ribbon stuff. So I want to use that. I might want to put cording around the top, which means I would dye it like we did in the past, right? So not sure about that. And then I'm trying to decide, do I want to faux the inside with blue or black? And then I'll put a varnish on it because it's all flat paint. I'm leaning towards blue, but I think either one would look good, so I've just got to make a decision. And I'm literally just going to do like a pounce technique, right, just to give it a little bit of color, and then let it dry. Do the same thing to the inside of the lid, let it dry, and then basically we'll come back and start working on the outside. So blue or black? Let's see, do we have enough blue? Yes, we do, so I can't eliminate it with that. I don't have black glitter, but I have blue and I have gold. But I think she would like blue, so I think I'm going to go with blue just to sort of bring this together. But I might, if I dye this, I might dye it in black, so I'm going to leave the black out. We will be using ModPodge to attach our fabric to our box when we ever get to that point. So I'm going to start right now because it's going to take a minute for this to dry. Probably literally just a minute because it is that flat white. And I just want to give it some like a little faux finish here. Famous last words. Little spot over here that can use a little bit of highlight. Okay, I think we're going to call that done. So I just leave that set over to the edge. When my project's all done, I'll be able to clean it up and be able to move on from there. Now I did get a little bit of paint on the outside of my box. So while it's all drying, yeah, here's just going to give it a little bit because it might show through that fabric right there. Okay. Don't really want it to. Alright, I think we're ready to let it dry. There you go, move that down a little bit. Okay, I'm not worried about the rim of this because it'll have that glitter ribbon glued on there. How about that? How pretty. It'll go nice with our glitter. Alright, we'll let it dry, then I'll come back to you. Gotta clean out my brushes. Oh, close up our white. We got a little bit more in there. That's a whole nother project, y'all. Alright, now that our paint is dry, I'm going to go ahead and put varnish. I like to use this Liquitex varnish when I do this kind of project. Less likely to stick since I painted the inside. I still may need to put wax in there. We'll see once it dries all the way. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put my first coat on here. Let's see. We can actually not have to muck up our... Yeah, this is a brand new jar. I like to leave this on and just pour a little bit in here. That will help seal it back. All right. So now, let's go in here one more time. Done. I don't need that. Okay. Right. Really need to just let it set and dry at this point. It's looking nice and shiny, so that's a good thing. I don't see any flat areas. It's evident that I missed any spots. So, all right, just have to be patient. All right, our box is all dry. So now I am going to create the pieces that we will decoupage onto the sides and the top. So what I think I want to do is figure out how tall my box is. So maybe cut a piece that's 5 inches. That's going to be more than enough. Could probably go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's kind of close. So how about 4 1/2? So we'll cut strips 4 1/2 and cover this. And I'm going to fold it over here, I think, and then clip it and bring it down and glue it to the bottom, and then create a piece for the bottom that again is a little bit larger, so that I can turn it under to create that seam. Or I may bring it up and then put a piece of glitter ribbon around the bottom. That might be actually better. So we don't have to worry about anything peeling up. I won't put that here because then my lid won't go on, right? So I want my lid to go on. And it's already going to be tight with this cloth, I think. Alright, so we said 4 1/2 inch strips, right? So, because this is 4, so we go here, then we'll have 1/4 inch each side to work with. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm going to start with this one that's already, we already used for the other project. So actually, let's see if this will actually just fit. Let's see. Let's just get a rough idea. Let's put it here, there. It won't go all the way around, but it might do 1/2 and 1/2, right? So we might have just enough to get 2 strips out of it. Should iron this first. What do you think? Probably a good idea. Okay, so now And I'll start over here in this crowd. You know what? I should have give this a little, I had a finished edge also. And I can always put an angle there. But let's see what we got. Okay. Do our dry fit again, and we're going to take it right up to the edge of the box. That cleans up our edge and everything right there. Let's see. Well, this one's a little bit shorter. That's okay. That's what it's, I mean, we're going to cut it off at the edge anyways. Then this one will fold over and come right up, and we will end up putting a bead of glue right there. We may even put some cording over it, we'll see. And that will be the size of our box. And I have a whole, I have this rest of this and then a whole new one to cut the bottom and the top out. How about that? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a drop cloth down so that I can not mess up my table with mud. Trying to pinch it right there where that E6000 glue is at. All right, let's see. I need just one right here. Right there. And right there. All right, how about that? And then what we'll do is we will decoupage down and then eventually cut this bottom off as straight as we can on this bottom edge, because we know we're going to cover that bottom edge in this glitter. So I think that's a good plan to have. And we'll use ModPodge to attach the fabric to the box. So while that's drying, what I can do, save this, we'll probably need this, but not tonight. We have this, So what we can do is cut or draw what we need. This one we can do, well, we can do both just exactly the way that they are. Let's see, can we get 2 out of this one piece? Oh, close. Close, but no cigar. Here. Oh, we might if we don't try to fold it over. All right, so we'll need that one next. Let's go ahead and pull this down so we don't wrinkle it up pressing it, but we can go ahead and get this one and let it be drying while we're waiting on the glue to dry on the other one. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Let's see how we did. I think that will do it. We'll let it dry all the way and see what it looks like when it's dry. I think it's going to turn out lovely. All right. We're going to let our pieces dry and then we will go to the next step. But there is our lid. How about that? All right, we're going to Mod Podge this fabric to our box and hope that it turns out just as good as that lid over there did. Just put Right, we are all dry. Got a nice little finish on it. All right, we can move these to the side. Our lid is nice and dry. What I want to do at this point is to go ahead and glue. I'm going to glue it down as opposed to cutting it off. Last night I was thinking I was going to cut it off, but I'm going to glue it down. Get all of our loose little strings off here, and then I will turn this down by just a smidge to create that final seam. But this will give me the gap, the overlap that I need to make that happen cleanly. Right, we're going to give that just a minute to set up. Look at that. How cute is that? All right, while that's setting up, I am going to work on this lid, and I'm going to go ahead and make the first attempt to get this glitter border put on here. All right, we've got our ribbon attached. We're going to let it glue. Probably let it set for a good amount of time because I want that IE6000 to dry well. I'm going to get rid of this because it has some Mod Podge on it. Here's this. It's drying well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put ribbon right along here. Right, that will seal up this edge and just give it a nice finished look. Whew, we are almost there, y'all. Look at that. hasn't, oh, that turned out pretty, didn't it? Oh, how nice. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes pressing everything down till I know that it's good and adhered. There we go. All right, we'll get everything cleaned up and we'll be able to come in and finish it. Because once this dries, we'll flip it over and do the same thing on the inside. And we'll do this here, right underneath this ribbon. But we're just about there. How exciting. I really like how it's turning out. I think they're going to like it. All right, so we are all dry. But I decided I wanted to do one more thing. I am going to go ahead and put cording on here. I'm going to put it along the top and then right here. And maybe right here, or right here. So let's see what it would look like. All right, the lid still fits. So if we put it here, and then we put it down here. Yeah, I like that better than on the bottom. So we are gonna add it to the top and to the body here. I think we're done with that. We will use our art glitter glue, and then we probably will put a coat of varnish over the cording just to help try to keep it dry, or clean, excuse me, clean. Okay, there we go. We'll let it dry, and then we'll probably put some varnish on it, I think. All right, let's do it again. Alright, I think we're just about there. Alright, we will let it dry. Both pieces dry, and we'll see where we're at. How fun! Make sure we don't have any bubbles. Alright, I think we are there. Alright, we'll let it dry, and then I'll do some cleanup, and then I'll bring it in and let you see what we ended up with. How fun! Well, here it is. It's all nice and dry. It's got a nice little sheen to it. Alright, it won't be like shiny like the paper, but the cloth still has a good sheen. Even our little cording. It looks pretty cute, y'all. Very nice. And they joined up pretty good together. The inside looks nice. Nice and shiny. All nice and smooth. Then there's the top. This one joined up well too. This is really nice. The lid fits. Like that. So here's our box. There we go. How about that? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. Alright, I'll bring you in for some close-ups. Until next time, y'all.